The number of people starving to death in Gaza is rising daily, a result of Israel's blockade on the Strip. The Health Ministry says another 10 Palestinians have died of malnutrition just over the past day. 3 of them were children. Last week, a UN-backed food monitor confirmed famine in Gaza City and warned it is likely to spread to Deir al-Balah and Khan Younis next month. At least 332 Palestinians have now died of hunger and starvation since the war began. 124 of them are children. Elsewhere, Israeli forces have killed 4 Palestinians who were trying to get something to eat. Several others have been injured near the food distribution site run by the notorious Gaza Humanitarian Foundation. The organization is backed by Israel and the United States. Since May, more than 2,200 people have been killed trying to get food, most of them near the GHF sites. Meanwhile, in Gaza City, the Israeli military has been carrying out heavy bombardment. It's part of the initial stages of a large-scale assault to seize the city. One strike targeted a tent housing displaced Palestinians, while another hit an apartment block. Israeli attacks across Gaza on Saturday have killed at least 21 Palestinians. Let's go straight to our correspondent Hind Khoudary. She's in Deir al-Balah in central Gaza for us. Hind, so intense Israeli strikes across Gaza City. What are you hearing about what's happening there?
Well, let's start in a Zeitoun neighborhood where there is heavy intensified bombardment since the past 10 hours. According to our sources and local eyewitnesses in that area, they're telling us that the explosions did not stop, the artillery shelling is very, very heavy, and the bombardment did not stop since the early hours of the morning and after midnight. But this was not only happening in the eastern parts of the Gaza Strip, but also in the city in the west, where a tent has been targeted and killed at least 1 Palestinian. There was another apartment in the western parts of the Gaza City that killed 2 Palestinians. There has been also intensified bombing in Jabalia. In the central area in Nuseirat, at least 5 Palestinians have been killed, including 2 children in an airstrike on a house in a refugee camp, in Nuseirat's refugee camp, and there are others reported injured, and there are at least 15 Palestinians still trapped under the rubble, and civil defense teams are still trying to retrieve them. There has been also another tent in Khan Younis that was targeted, and at least 1 Palestinian woman has been killed. So, as I just mentioned, there has been intensified bombing in different areas across the Gaza Strip.
And Hind, is this forcing many people within the city to seek to move elsewhere? And if so, where are they heading?
Well, definitely, because the bombardment is very, very, very intensified in those areas. So Palestinians are moving to the western parts of the Gaza City. This is near the coastal, and this is where Palestinians are setting up their tents very close to the sea, very close to the beach, and this is one of the empty areas that are still empty, let's say, and there are still some space for Palestinians to move to that area. But what we also need to know is Palestinians are not moving to the south and not moving to the middle area, because there is a lot of Palestinians who are refusing to leave their neighborhoods. They're refusing to leave the Gaza City. They don't want to be on the move just like the past journey and the first journey they took during the beginning of the war. And also, it's very, very expensive for them to evacuate to the middle area. So Palestinians are refusing to leave. They do not want to repeat the journey of misery. Let's say that's how Palestinians described it outside the Gaza City and the northern parts of the Gaza Strip. What we're seeing from Palestinians there is most of them are refusing to evacuate to other parts other than the western parts of the Gaza City.
OK, thank you for that update. Hind Khoudary there for us in Deir al-Balah in central Gaza.
Don't miss out. Get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news, expert insight. Like, share, stay ahead.